Okay, here we go. Here is the first help video for 6-6 graphing trig equations. I have 4 equations here. We're going to do this video in 2 parts and then some homework help on this slide right here. Anyway, we're going to be using this easy mode file. You can pause it on the screen there. We're going to be dab. I like that piece right there. We're going to dab to find most of the information and then use 4 through 7 to write the rest. Okay, but let's just do dab really quick. Let's see, dab, first find the midline. The midline looks like it's right here. The midline is -1. Boom, we know D equals -1. It's a vertical translation of down 1. And then A is the distance from the midline to the maximum or the minimum. They should be the same. This distance right here is 3. So the amplitude of this function is 3. And then B, what's the period? It's the distance from peak to peak or valley to valley. Let's see, what's this distance right here? Pi over 2. Let's see, there's 1 pi, that's 2 pi right there. Or we can do it from midline. This distance from here to here is 2 pi. So if our period equals 2 pi over b, in this case the period equals 2 pi, what is the b coefficient? Well, b has to equal 1. So there's no change to the period. Okay, now the last thing we have to do is find if there's a phase shift. In this case, there's not a phase shift because the midline is on the y-axis. So then the last thing to determine is what is this, sine or cosine? If the midline is on the y-axis and it goes up from there, that's a positive amplitude sine function. So this function right here is y equals a first. Remember here right here is our general, if it's sine or cosine. So this one is y equals 3 for our amplitude. 3 sine of b is 1, so we don't have to write anything. There's no phase shift, so sine of x, and then our k or our d minus 1. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Oops, let's grab the screen and move it. Let's do that again for this one. Let's dab and then see if there's a phase shift, and then we'll write our function. Okay, so dab, D, where's our midline? Let's see. It's there to there. It looks like the midline is at -1 again. That's unintentional, but that's what it is. Our amplitude, what's this distance right here? It looks like the distance is A, our amplitude, our distance from max to min is 2. Okay, and then we don't have a phase shift because the midline is on the y-axis. So what is our B? In this case, we do have a different B. Let's see if I can do it from over here. There's the midline, and how far? Oof, that's tough. I don't know what that number is. But let's see if we can figure this out a different way. Where's 2 pi? Right there. The number of cycles in 2 pi is also equal to b. You can figure this out this way. So there's 1 cycle, 2 cycle, 3 cycle, 4 cycle. So that means b actually equals 4. We don't have to do the miniature calculation anymore. Okay, and because this one right here is, let me draw this pen. This is starting on the midline and then going down. This is sine with negative amplitude, so A is going to be -2. So our equation here is y equals -2 sine again, because the midline's on the y-axis. We have B is 4, because we have 4 cycles in 2 pi, 4x, and then -1. All right, that's it for this video.